Top 10 Famous Global Political Leaders. Politics and news are something that never goes out of fashion. We're always interested in discussing the people who always enjoy the limelight and are there to serve the public good. Political leaders are one among them who attract people's attention by their actions or personality. Today, we're going to have a look at the top 10 famous global political leaders, according to research published by Morning Consult. 1. Narendra Modi. Narendra Damodaras Modi served as Gujarat's chief minister from 2001 to 2014 and is a Varanasi member of parliament. He's a member of the BJP and the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS), a right-wing Hindu nationalist paramilitary volunteer organization. He's the first prime minister to be born after India's independence in 1947 and the second prime minister to win 2 consecutive majorities in the Lok Sabha. He's topped the list of world leaders with the highest approval rating of 70%, according to research published by Morning Consult. 2. Lopez Obrador. Andre Manuel Lopez Obrador, born November 13, 1953, is a Mexican politician who's been the country's 65th president since December 1, 2018. Lopez Obrador was born in Tepetitan in the municipality of Macuspana in the state of Tabasco's southeastern region and graduated from the National Autonomous University of Mexico in 1986 after taking a break from his studies to pursue a career in politics. He has a political science bachelor's degree. In 1976, he joined the Institutional Revolutionary Party (PRI) in Tabasco and began his political career. In 1977, he was appointed director of the Indigenous Institute of Tabasco, where he pushed the publication of publications in indigenous languages and the Chontau Ridge Project. He joined the Party of the Democratic Revolution (PRD) in 1989 and ran for governor of Tabasco for the party in 1994. Between 1996 through 1999, he was the PRD's national leader. Serving as the 65th president of Mexico since 1 December 2018, Andre Manuel Lopez Obrador comes in second with an approval rating of 66%. 3. Mario Draghi. Mario Draghi Omri, born September 3, 1947, is an Italian economist, banker, professor and civil servant who served as Prime Minister of Italy since February 13, 2021. From 2011 till 2019, he served as President of the European Central Bank (ECB). From 2009 to 2011, Draghi served as chair of the Financial Stability Board and as governor of the Bank of Italy from 2006 to 2011. Draghi was sworn in as Prime Minister on February 13th, committing to oversee the efficient implementation of COVID-19 economic stimulus after successful discussions with parties such as the League, the Five Star Movement, the Democratic Party, and Forza Italia. Draghi's leadership has been praised in public opinion polls during his time as Prime Minister, and The Economist magazine recognized Italy as its Country of the Year at the end of his first year in office, singling out Draghi's leadership as crucial to its decision. The current Prime Minister of Italy since February 2021, Mario Draghi comes at third in the list with a 58% approval rating. 4. Angela Merkel. Angela Dorothea Merkel, born 17th July 1954, is a former German politician and scientist who served as the country's chancellor from 2005 to 2021. She previously served as leader of the opposition from 2002 to 2005 and as leader of the CDU from 2000 to 2018. She is a member of the Christian Democratic Union (CDU). Merkel was Germany's first female chancellor. In 2014, she became the EU's longest-serving incumbent prime minister. Merkel stated in October 2018 that she would step down as CDU leader at the party's convention and would not run for a 5th term as chancellor in the 2021 federal election. 5. Scott Morrison. Scott John Morrison, born 13th May 1968, is an Australian politician who currently serves as the country's 30th and current Prime Minister. After being elected as the Liberal Party of Australia's leader in August 2018, he took office. Morrison was born in Sydney and attended the University of New South Wales to study economic geography. At the 2007 election, he was elected to the Australian House of Representatives as a Member of Parliament, MP for the Cook Division in New South Wales, and was quickly assigned to the Shadow Cabinet. The 30th and current Prime Minister of Australia since August 2018, Scott Morrison comes in at 5th position with an approval rating of 47%. 6. Justin Trudeau. Justin Pierre James Trudeau, born December 25, 1971, is a Canadian politician who served as the country's Prime Minister since November 2015 and as the Liberal Party's leader since April 2013. Trudeau, the eldest son of Pierre Trudeau, is Canada's second youngest Prime Minister after Joe Clark. He's also the first to be the child or other relative of a prior Prime Minister. He used the Emergencies Act for the first time in response to the Freedom Convoy protests in 2022, the first time since it was enacted in 1988. The 23rd and current Prime Minister of Canada since November 2015, Justin Trudeau is in 6th position with a 45% approval rating. 7. Joe Biden. Biden Joseph Robinette Jr., born November 20, 1942, is the 46th and current President of the United States of America. He was a member of the Democratic Party who served as Barack Obama's 47th Vice President from 2009 to 2017. From 1973 to 2009, he represented Delaware in the United States Senate. Biden was born and raised in Scranton, Pennsylvania, before moving to Newcastle Bounty, Delaware with his family when he was 10 years old. He attended the University of Delaware before graduating from Syracuse University with a law degree in 1968. From 1875 until 1995, he was the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, which dealt with drug policy. The 46th and current President of the United States, Joe Biden sits at 7th position with a 44% approval rating. 8. Fumio Kishida. Fumio Kishida, born July 29, 1957, is a Japanese politician who served as Prime Minister of Japan and President of the Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, since 2021. He previously served as Minister of Foreign Affairs from 2012 to 2017 and as Interim Minister of Defense in 2017. From 2007 to 2008, Kishida held various positions in Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and Yasuo Fukuda's cabinets, and in 2012, after Abe regained the premiership following the 2012 general election, he was appointed Minister for Foreign Affairs, serving for 5 years and becoming Japan's longest-serving foreign affairs minister. In 2017, Kishida resigned from Abe's cabinet to become the head of the LDP's Policy Research Council. Kishida, who had been tipped as a future prime minister, competed for the LDP leadership in 2020, but lost to Yoshihide Suga. In 2021, he ran for the party leadership again, this time defeating Taro Kono in a second-round runoff. Newly elected Japanese Prime Minister, who assumed office on 4th October 2021, Fumio Kishida comes at 8th position with an approval rating of 42%. 9. Moon Jae-in. Moon Jae-in, born January 24, 1953, is a South Korean politician and former civil rights lawyer who served as the country's president since 2017. Prior to becoming president, he worked as Senior Secretary for Civil Affairs and Chief of Staff to Roh Moo-hyun, the Democratic Party of Korea's leader, and a member of the 19th National Assembly, DPK. For organizing a protest against the Yushin Constitution, he was imprisoned. Moon was picked as the 2002 South Korean presidential election campaign manager for his long-standing mentor, Roh Moo-hyun, as a result of his work in human rights law. Moon supports the Sunshine Policy, which calls for a peaceful reunification of Korea. In terms of economic policy, he promotes chaebol, conglomerate reform, has increased the minimum wage by more than 16% and reduced the maximum work week from 68 to 52 hours. Moon has received praise, both domestically and internationally, for his role in the COVID-19 pandemic in South Korea, and for helping his party with a historic victory in the 2020 South Korean legislative election. The 12th and current president of South Korea since 2017, Moon Jae-in is at 9th position with a 41% approval rating. 10. Boris Johnson. Since 2019, Alexander Boris de Pfeiffer Johnson, born 19th June 1964, has been the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and leader of the Conservative Party. Johnson studied classics at Balliol College, Oxford, after attending Eton College. In 1986, he was elected President of the Oxford Union. He joined the Daily Telegraph as a Brussels correspondent in 1989, eventually becoming a political columnist, and was editor of The Spectator magazine from 1999 to 2005. Johnson served as a shadow minister under Conservative leaders Michael Howard and David Cameron after being elected to Parliament in 2001. He was elected Mayor of London in 2008 and resigned from the House of Commons the following year. He was re-elected in 2012. Johnson was elected MP for Uxbridge and South Ruislip in the 2015 election. He did not seek re-election as mayor the following year. He rose to prominence as a key figure in the victorious Brexit campaign, Vote Leave. Boris Johnson comes at the 10th spot, with an approval rating of 40%. It was really interesting to know about these famous world leaders and their political careers, which have made them so popular amidst the people of the world. So that's all for today's video. Feel free to say in the comment section below what you think about the video and interesting information about global political leaders. It was really interesting to know the most interesting facts about their life. Let us know in the comment section which ones got you amazed. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Luxury Bay and hit that notification bell so you can always be notified of our regular uploads.